Hey everyone, and welcome to Thousand Islands, Canada. Today I'm going to be doing a flight around this area in this XCub amphibian. Live weather, live time, and live traffic. Now this is one of my Bing wallpaper flights, and if you are new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. And I want to tell you what the Bing wallpaper flights mean, okay? Whenever I load up my PC every day, and if you're familiar with Bing wallpapers, you will know it changes your wallpaper daily. If you have it that set like that. And I always see these really pretty pictures. And, you know, the first thing I think of is I want to take a flight around there in Flight Simulator. And I'm going to look to see, you know, how the area looks. Does it really look this pretty? And I gotta say, more than half the time, it looks almost identical, especially if you fly to the area. It might be a little hard to fly to the area that I saw in my wallpaper here because, you know, there is a lot of islands on here, but it could be a challenge to try to find it. All right, but yeah, you can see it's very overcast and there is snow. So, and also this is a lot different than what you usually see on my channel because I'm flying around the sunny Caribbean, you know, 80% of the time, okay, or places like that around tropical islands. But here we are up north in the snow. Okay, so let's get this XCub ready to go, and we will start the plane up and get in the air. And today I am going to be using, I broke out my old Scenic Aviator AV8R. I love that flight stick. It's great. It's old. I wish they would make a newer version of it, but I haven't found any like it because it has twin throttles, and that's really, really cool, especially when you fly in a twin engine aircraft. Okay, so quick walk around. We are looking good. So let's go ahead and get this XCub ready to go. Okay, alternator. I will try to keep this flight, you know, fairly short. Okay, so let's see, navigation lights. I should also mention that this isn't today's Bing wallpaper. This was from yesterday. So I wanted to take a look at the area, and I haven't done that. So let's go ahead, mixture full rich. Everything else looks good. Fuel selector, obviously we need this on. Let's put this on, no, left. We don't need a lot of fuel for this flight. All right. And we are looking good. Oh, let's see. I hope I have enough room to make that turn right there. If not, I'll have to use the slew and kind of slew it around. But we will see, okay? So let's just put this flight planner on. And we're going to take a look at there's a bridge over here, Thousand Islands Bridge. I've never flown around this area. And you can see right here that this is the flight. Very short little flight plan. Just taking off and going to the bridge. But I'm going to fly around the area too. And you can see, let me zoom out so you can see exactly where I'm at. Okay, this is Lake Ontario. And the Great Lakes here. So yeah, so it's just slightly northeast of Lake Ontario where I'm taking off from. Okay, so let's go ahead now and I'm going to start the plane up, and we will get in the air. Okay. All right, got a good start. Water rudders, I got to remember that when I. If and when I do a water landing. I'm thinking about doing a water landing. We'll have to see how the water is once we get, you know, in the air. All right, so everything's looking good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and release the parking brake. All right, parking brake released. I don't think I have enough room to really turn right here, but we're gonna find out. Oh yeah, plenty of room. This actually turns pretty good considering it's an amphibian. All right. All right. Ooh, gotta take it easy there. Oh man, it looks like we having some issues with windshield icing up. Let's put some hot air entry on, and we'll put the carb heat on. Okay, we obviously going to probably need that. I don't think I'm going to use autopilot, but let's just dial it up to about 1500, considering the clouds overcast here and things like that. All right, turn that off. That marker, I believe, was the bridge. All right, so altimeter set, bucket brake released, and I do have that hot air entry on, and hopefully that's going to help because I'm having difficulty seeing here. All right, let's get over here lined up. I'm actually using both Xbox controller and the SciTech Aviator. I'm using the Aviator to do the flight, but I'll use the controller maybe for some camera angles and things like that. All right, let's go ahead and take off and hope we get a good flight here. All right, nice takeoff, and man, I'm having trouble seeing out this glass here, you know. Oh yeah, so you can see this is a lot different from what we're used to seeing on this channel. If you came around my channel a lot in the past. Oh man, I got some wind up here too. I never touched it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn out just to the left. This is probably not the best sightseeing weather. Yeah, I'm having trouble. Alright, let's make sure I have. Seems like I got flaps down or something. I don't think so. No, sure felt like it. Okay, let's try to get it flying a little stable. Keep climbing. Adjust my heading some. All right, and we will have the autopilot take over for now. I wasn't planning on using it, but man, I'm very actively on these controls. Okay, so let's. All right, let's go up to 1500 and lock the heading in. All right, that should do it. Now we had more of a manageable speed, and the plane's a little more stabilized. All right. Oh, we do need to get our landing gear up. Oh, I did. I must have never realized I even put it up. Okay. We have some gaps in the clouds too up here, so we can see pretty good. You know, at least exterior. Okay. And that windshield, I don't know if it's gotten worse, but it looks like it could be. And I think I need to hold my altitude right here. Let's just put altitude hold on right there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to see up here is going to be this bridge. This bridge is going to be right up here. Okay. We'll leave up ahead on the left. So yeah, this is definitely some nice scenery if you like snow, highlands. instead of all of the sun and sand that you normally see when I'm doing my videos and on my channel here. Alright, we're getting kind of close to it. And I still don't see it yet. Where is that bridge? Oh, I see it now. Check it out right up here. You see it here? Okay, we're going to kind of drop down a little bit more. Let's go to 1400. And I'll do a flyover of the bridge, all right? A little bit right here. Turn to 290. Not so badly iced up on my left and right windows. It's just a windshield, okay? So, yeah. I mean, there is no other heating options in here but what I got on right now. That's it. At least I don't see any. And if there is and I'm missing it, let me know. But I don't think so. I thought I had this issue one other time. Okay, so here is the Thousand Island Bridge on the left here. Let's go ahead and do another turn over to the west a little bit. We'll get a better look at it. So there it is. That is Thousand Islands Bridge. And I would think that's a pretty accurate creation of it. I've never saw it in real life. I never even saw a picture of it, but that, I'm sure, is probably a accurate recreation of it in the sim. There's a lot of times when I see these points of interest, they do look really accurate. So the big wallpaper basically showed something like this, a bunch of islands, maybe from around this area. I'm sure it was like around here somewhere. It was kind of hard to pinpoint that exact location, but that's what it showed. That's what it looked like. But it was green because I guess it wasn't winter and maybe it wasn't snowing and all of that like it is now. But it was pretty. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to do a water landing here. Alright, let's disengage this autopilot. Alright, autopilot is disengaged. And I'm going to put a little bit of flaps in. And a lot of times, when you do water landings in Flight Sim 24, you do have to kind of be careful because the water doesn't always look so rough in the air up there, but when you get down closer, it's like, man, it's a lot more choppier than what it looks like. But this doesn't look too bad. All right. Okay, we get some more flaps in.
Gears up for water landing.
That's correct.
Gears up for water landing.
Gears up for water landing.
Gears up for water landing.
That's what we want. All right, turn that off. And right into the sunset. And I tell you what, it's so much easier flying with a flight stick than using the Xbox controller. But a lot of times I do, because let me show you why. Part of the reason why. When you do my hat here, you know, you kind of got less control over it. Notice how it kind of moves when I have the Xbox control. Look at this. Really slow and pan. So the best world is both, I guess. Yeah, it might be a way to change this, but I haven't found it yet on my hat on this side take. But this Aviator, you have so much more control over your aircraft with this flight stick. I think this is definitely one of the better flight sticks they made, and it came out years ago. I've been having this flight stick for about 15 years, and I never could just get rid of it because I haven't found any like it that has that you can just kind of hold, and it has, double throttles, and you can use it as one throttle too, just one or two, and you can lock them both together, and which is how I have it now. But if I had a twin engine aircraft, a multi-engine, I could use engine 1, engine 2, and, the throttle independently, okay? So, this is Thousand Islands, Canada, and I will leave the video here. I hope you all enjoyed the flight. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.